Everyone, and welcome back to another video. And today's Copper's second day out in the farm, so it was filmed after the video yesterday, which would have went out on Sunday. So this is her second day, and there's some other things which we're going to be doing from now on which I didn't cover in that video. So anyway, if you like this video, please hit that like button and leave us a comment, and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. It really helps out the channel. Okay, so today we're going to see more sheep, but before we do that, I thought I was going to explain one more thing which we're going to be now doing with Copper, and that is exactly what we're doing right now. So a big part of training a puppy to become a good sheepdog or farm dog is actually getting them used to the farm environment quite young. So what this means is this is probably going to be Copper's last day seeing sheep for another week. So we're not going to overload her in that sense. She'll go out, she's seen sheep for the first time yesterday. We're going to try and work on that a little more today, and I'll go into what we're doing in a little more detail pretty soon. But what we will be doing over the next week is taking Copper out for a short journey every day, probably 10-20 minutes, either at the end of my morning stock checks or at the end of the day. And what we'll be doing on these is just getting Copper used to different situations on the farm. So right now we're out in a field of ewes on the farm, so we're going to have a drive around here before we go to the sheep, get her used to being on the bike in a field with ewes. We might go feed some cattle one day, we might do a little bit of tractor work one day, just getting used to situations which Copper's going to be in the future, and making sure that we're familiarising her with the farm and the kind of things, machinery, the kind of sights and smells that she's going to see in the farm at a nice young age, and then we don't have any anxiety about it later. What I see a lot of people do is when they have a sheepdog puppy, they don't get it out enough, and then it ends up with a fear of the bike, a fear of tractors, a fear of something in the environment. If you get them out nice and young and get them used to all this environment and everything that happens on the farm, even if it's just 10 minutes a day, every day, and getting them out into a new situation, they're going to become a much better farm dog for it. And when it comes time where you're thinking about training them in a more serious way, you've already got all this stuff past. You aren't going to find that suddenly that they don't like the bike, or they don't like this, or they don't like that, because you've got them out nice and young, and you've got them used to the farming environment nice and young. Anyway, let's check around these sheep, and then me and Copper are going to have a second day of interaction with some sheep and bringing out those instincts. So here we are, everybody. We're at the Hebridean sheep, and this is what we're doing today. We're going to be taking a run at these Hebrideans. So yesterday we were at quite a big group, a big daunting group for a puppy of Texel lambs, and they're good for a first meeting because they don't run that fast, they aren't that flighty. You know, if you take a puppy out for the first time and the sheep just, the first time this puppy looks at them, the sheep just take off, the puppy's not really going to grow interested. So them Texels, which stand a bit longer, allow her mind to kick in. But now we're at that point, and yesterday we could see she was going out and stopping a lot, which with a big group of sheep that aren't going to move that much, it's quite daunting for a puppy. So these Hebrideans, the reason they're perfect for training a dog is because they're fast, they move a lot, they're very flighty, and that pushes on confidence. So we're going to see what happens today. Now, I might be pushing this a bit too early, and she's probably and might not be too interested in it. On the other hand, she may want to chase. When these sheep, you can see them moving already, just her looking at them. But when these sheep start to move, she may want to chase, and we might see a more consistent, her more consistently chasing them instead of that run out a little bit, go around the side a little bit, stop, come back to me. What we might see here is a little bit of try to draw some confidence out of her really, and trying to keep her going a little bit. So let's get straight into the field. And see there, she's almost immediately interested this time. You can see her looking at them. I've kept the long lead on for now, just in case. As well as being flighty, these sheep can be stubborn also. Walk on. Here, Copper. See, she's a lot more into it here. And look at this. Good, good. Walk on. There you go. Good girl. They're a lot harder to keep together as well, so she'll have to think about this a lot more. Good girl, well done, good girl, you're a good girl. Right. But you can see how these sheep, they run around a lot more, they split up, they're a lot flightier, so that's gonna bring out some confidence, hopefully. And you can see she's already a lot more interested because they want to move. I don't want her going through that tree. That long lead's going to get snagged. Here, come this way. Good girl. Come on, good girl, good girl. There we go. The puppy's off. Good girl. You're just getting a bit too far away, are they? And she's straight back to them, though. You're definitely keen. Just don't box them in the corner too much. Here. Getting around in front of them, that's nice. Here. This way. There we go, good girl. So you see how this is becoming a lot more consistent, and it's because the sheep want to move. Because these sheep are flighty, they want to move all the time. Good girl, go. Shush. Shh, here. Shh. Shh. Good girl, here. Shh. Come on, shh. Walk on. Up. Go on. Shh. Good girl. Go on. Don't stop now. Let's go. Lie down. Steady. We're going to let them out of this. Go on. Keep going. Up. Here. Come this way. Oh, I see you've got that one. Shh. Shh. Good gal. Walk on. Steady. Shh. Here. Hey, Copper, lie down. Lie down. Lie down. Here, lie down. Good gal, let's go. Up. Here. Steady. steady. Good gal. Good gal. Ah, hit. 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 Copper. That'll do. That'll do. Hit. See that? That's just how. That'll do, good gal. That'll do. Cover. Come on in. Ah. Hit. That'll do. Well, everybody, there you go. You see the difference which different types of sheep can make, and how the sheep move can really change the dog's attitude towards them. It did exactly what I thought it was going to do. Those fast moving sheep are going to bring out a lot of confidence in the dog. It's going to make it want to chase a lot more, which we saw there. What we also saw was obviously Hebrideans. One of the reasons they're good for dog training is they teach dogs to try and keep a herd together, because they like to split up and they like to run in different directions. And we saw Copper what we'd basically call singling them out, and that's something we'll train out later on. It's quite common in young dogs. One sheep's moving faster than the other, or one sheep splits off in a different direction, and the dog basically gets locked on a little bit. It gets hyper focused on that one sheep, and that's what we're seeing there. Basically, to start Copper off in these sessions, mainly what we're going to be seeing is me not trying to do too much, let her natural instincts come out, unless I think she's in danger or the sheep are in danger. These sheep are built for being run around. That's why they're perfect for this. But yeah, there's a couple of little issues there that we're starting to spot, as well as a lot of good things coming out there. But a couple of little issues, which is the singling out, that'll have to be trained out. And the big issue that we're really seeing here is a lack of obedience anytime I did try and give a command. So that's something else we're going to have to work on a little harder now, is obedience in these situations. Now, this is her second day at sheep. I don't expect her to be obedient. She's got all these instincts rushing in, all these new feelings. So yeah, I expect her to be a bit loopy. A lot of people have asked in the comments, does this all come naturally to the dogs? And I sort of answer, it's 50-50. It's training and instincts. And that, what we just saw right there, was a perfect example of what raw instinct without training looks like. Chaotic, a little bit crazy. And if you can imagine, if she was a fully grown dog, that wouldn't be good herding. But for a puppy, showing these instincts on the second day is amazing. And it also shows what we need to work on, which is obedience and when sheep split off, not singling out that sheep, instead try to bring it back to the herd instead of singling it out and try to chase it down. So those are the things we need to work on. Plenty of positives as well, just in terms of the instincts that's coming out of Copper on the second day. Really amazing. Next steps from here, like I say, over the next week, couple of weeks, we'll be getting Copper out every day on the farm for a little while, getting her used to the farm environment. We're going to be doing obedience at that time as well, because that's what she needs at this point. Probably next weekend and maybe the weekend after, we'll do a couple more runs at sheep. We may do a midweek one as well. And once she's more comfortable with the bike and doesn't need this lead anymore, and she's a little bit more obedient, she's going to start going out with other dogs to little jobs, to mirror, to watch, to learn off them. So that's really where we are, and we'll catch up with you guys with Copper's training journey pretty soon. Anyway, that'll do for this video. See you guys in the next one. And don't forget, if you really want to support the channel, join the member zone. It's only $2.99 a month.